was 4 years old, and it was actually this time of year, towards the end of the summer, where she started experiencing some high fever that we couldn't necessarily control with antibiotics. And it was kind of funny how the doctors were asking questions. Have you gone camping? Have you been near animals? And all this other stuff, which we had to say yes, yes, yes to, ticks and so forth. And so it's a little alarming to see a 4-year-old be sick like this in the summertime like this. And so there was several rounds of antibiotics. Each of them got stronger, but finally, the doctor kind of raised his hands and said, it's out of my control. It was just our local pediatrician, and he said, go to St. Louis, 30 miles from major hospitals. And he goes, it's out of my hands, go to Children's Hospital. Finally, we got started with a treatment, which is their normal treatment. And they said, gave us the plan that it was going to be a 12-month chemotherapy, to standard chemotherapy. This is, it's a lymphoma, was anaplastic large cell lymphoma is what she was diagnosed with, which was kind of a rare cancer for children, but it was a highly curable cancer, was what they were telling us at that time. Unfortunately, that was not the case, that after a year of treatments and going to the hospitals and so forth, that within 3 weeks of that ringing of the bell, that that she appeared was going to be in remission, but actually she relapsed. So we started a stronger chemotherapy program there in preparation for that, and it came down to that even those stronger chemotherapy drugs was not able to kill off that cancer. And so we went back into the hospital, and they said, well, we found a clinical drug that is aimed towards like a lung cancer, but we think that will fight, this type of cancer. And we said, okay. It was an unknown drug at the time, so we signed her up for this program.
It was an 18-page consent form.
Yeah, and so we made sure that we consented, as Paul said, to any additional blood tests, any additional testing that needed to be done to start this drug. And the name of the drug was Xalkori, and she was probably one of the first 10 children to start this drug. So finally they gave her the drug, and overnight you could just see that she was feeling better. And so if this was November, by January she was cancer-free.
2 months.
In 2 months, and we never looked back.
When I'm tiling and stuff, and I've got all the bills, and Springfield Plastics give me the 2% cash discount. I looked at that and going like, well, that's money that I don't have to have it back, but I get the discount from buying the tile. I looked at that and go, why don't I just, collect up a couple months of that and send that in and stuff. And it's out of my pocket, but it's truly not. It's a discount. So I looked at that and I've told the gals up there at the office to kind of challenge maybe some of the other tilers to do something like that too. It's just a discount, but it's 2%, you know what I mean?
Never look back on my cancer journey. I am trying to stay involved with some of the organizations that have impacted me. I have now volunteered. I was a camper at a children's camp. It's like a summer camp that provides children with cancer an experience to have that summer camp vibe with fellow patients. So all these kids have had or have cancer, and just getting back to that organization and helping those kids out that, I've had a chance of being in their footsteps.